Can y'all hear me? Can you all hear me? Terry and Krisha, can y'all hear me? Okay. I had to get a new link because the other one wasn't working, so I had to create a new one. I know it was confusing. I had to create another one because when I tried to hit the live button, it said that it was deleted. Hey, Tabby. Hey, Pretty Green Eyes. Rebecca C. Cry. Hey, Kimberly. Oh, man. I'm going to give a few more people time to get in here. Then I'm going to go ahead and get started because not feeling the best, so I'm ready to lay down. Hey, Miss Linda. Oh, shut up, Miss Linda. Hey, Bula. And Linda says she can't believe it. What you can't believe, Miss Linda, that I found finally hit the live button. Yeah, I'm coming. I'm surprised I was able to squeeze it in. There's so much been going on YouTube this all this year, really, all 10 days of it. Yep. Y'all got any plans for the weekend? Hey, Treasure Life. Hey, Sharon. Hey, Luscious Lips. Okay. Hey, Pretty Green Eyes. Krisha, you feeling better? Miss Linda ain't no good girl. It's snowing in Birmingham. Thank you, Pretty Green Eyes, for becoming a member. Hey, Ramona G. All right, Krisha, I'm not sick. Boo Love, you so corny. Go on and say it. F you, Matu. Okay, y'all. Whoever comment. If not, then they good. It started last night. Miss Linda, I've been asked you that. I think it's a delay. Thank you, Ramona. But I'm gonna let y'all see this video. I like to look at different things. I'm being weaned away from YouTube because of all this drama. And I came across a video that my niece did on TikTok. She's a TikTok influencer. She has like 89,000 followers. And I came across this video and it reminded me how people have lost sight of why they came to YouTube. And I'm gonna play it and then I'm gonna tell y'all about how I feel about everything that's going on. Let me know if y'all can see this video. Can you all see it? Or do y'all just see me? Let me know when you can see it. I'm still new at presenting. Okay. You can't step on nobody's toes in your lane. You can't step on anybody's toes in your lane. And that's the thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. Shout out to this comment right here. Y'all read that. Let me tell you, you can't step on nobody's toes in your lane. You can't step on anybody's toes in your lane. And that's the thing. This is why we got to get that competition mentality out of our brains. You ain't in nobody lane but yours. And the only toes in your lane is yours, right? The only time you're stepping on somebody's toes is when you're getting out of your lane to get in somebody else's lane to do something. As long as you're in your lane, maybe you ain't stepping on nobody's toes. That's why while you in your lane, you better do like the song and walk it out. You better walk it out of your lane, baby. And that's a fear that many of us have, especially people who have like big dreams, big goals, big personalities, big energy, right? We think like, oh my God, like I know my energy is maybe a lot bigger than the people around me, maybe a lot bigger than the community that I'm in, maybe it's a lot bigger than the city that I'm in. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. But what about you being comfortable? What about you not shoving your feet in a shoe that's too small because you're trying not to step on people's toes? Okay, let me try it again. First of all, shout out to this comment right here. Y'all read that. Let me tell you, you can't step on nobody's toes in your lane. You can't step on anybody's toes in your lane. And that's the thing. This is why we got to get that competition mentality out of our brains. You ain't in nobody's lane but yours. And the only toes in your lane is yours, right? The only time you're stepping on somebody's toes is when you're getting out of your lane to get in somebody else's lane to do something. As long as you're in your lane, baby, you ain't stepping on nobody's toes. That's why while you in your lane, you better do like the song and walk it out. You better walk it out of your lane, baby. And that's a fear that many of us have, especially people who have like big dreams, big goals, big personalities, big energy, right? We think like, oh my God, like I know my energy is maybe a lot bigger than the people around me, maybe a lot bigger than the community that I'm in, maybe it's a lot bigger than the city that I'm in. Like, oh my gosh, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to step on anybody's toes. I don't want to make people feel uncomfortable. I don't know what's going on with that and why it's so fast. Okay. Anyway, hey Amber. Okay, so what the video was about? It was about how we get into a competitive, how we will start something and how we get real competitive. And instead of starting out with what we had our vision for, we will step out of our lane to try to get in somebody else's lane. And I thought about what's going on with this whole YouTube cycle, where everybody, I'm sure, when we started our channels, we did not we did not start our channels in order to be waking up every day arguing with people. When we got into the YouTube, when we got into this YouTube and created our channels was well, mine was to prove an innocent man was wrong. And once I started getting views, and once I started like I never got into it to be monetized, but some people got into it for different reasons, but I never got into it to be monetized. But once I got monetized, I treated it like a business. And then all of that mess went on and I got off. And I'm sure everybody started their YouTube channel for a different reason or another. But once you got monetized, it became a business. When you started your channels 2 years ago, did you say, I'm going to start my channel to be messy? When you started your channel 2 years ago, did you know, hey Retta, that you were going to be going, hey, Amber, Retta, Ramona, and everybody else coming in the chat? I'm sorry, I didn't see you. But did you start your channels to be messy and to be going back and forth with other content creators? Or did you start your channel to be positive? Hey, Lila. And the question I want to ask is, how do we get here? How did we get here from defending Robert or them defending Brianna to arguing every day, year in, year out? This has been going on since 2022. Since 2022. And I told Boo Love at the beginning of 2023, if somebody don't just learn to ignore, we would be here in 2025. Here it is, 2025, and we're still here. And I know it's easy to say, I can say this because I'm not arguing back and forth, but I would never. That's just me. I don't have to prove myself to nobody because I know who I am. The people that I deal with on the back end, they know who I am. I don't care what strangers think about me because if I don't know them personally, that's just their opinion or that's just their lie. And people, the content creators, if you're monetized, you can be so much bigger than arguing and dragging people every day. You can be so much bigger than that. It's so many content creators out there that I started watching that were small content creators, and I watched them from 5,000 subscribers to now they have almost a half a million or over a million. This guy named Willie D, I started watching him when he had 2,000 subscribers like 2 years ago, maybe a little over 2 million, 2 years ago. He was kind of boring, but he would go live every day and I would stay there and watch him because he had what he was talking about was interesting, but his delivery is still boring. But today he got 1.3 million subscribers because he stayed focused. He stayed focused and he kept about his business. You y'all got to stop letting people get in your heads. Y'all got to stay focused and stop doing that because the devil comes to destroy what God has laid ahead for you. And you cannot focus on God worrying about what the devil is trying to do to sidetrack you. I have watched a lot of you ladies, and I like a lot of you ladies, and I like your content. But I hate all that back and forth, and I would not stay in your live if you're going back and forth with another content creator. Because I know that's not the vision that you had for your channel. I know you had bigger visions for your channel. Yes, messiness does pay, but it only pays so much for only a little while.
before people get tired. And you have to get more substance about your channel than just being messy and dragging people. When this side came in and they were in this mess, this side was known as the positive side. This side was the side that stayed focused, and this was the side that came what we did to do. The devil didn't like that, so he sowed discord. Not everybody that came in on this side had the right intentions. Some people came into it for a money haul, and you can tell who they are. When the people from the other side came into this, they came in negative. They came in wide open being negative. And by them being wide open and being negative, yeah, they started getting a lot of cash apps. They started doing that. But that was their lane. That was the lane they were supposed to get paid in. That was their shoe. And I see a lot of people from this side wanting to go wear that shoe and it don't fit them. That shoe is for that person, for that side. You can't not stick your size 9 foot in a size 9 foot in a size 8 shoe. And you're not going to get the same results as that person that's supposed to be in that shoe. Your feet going to be hurting. It's going to cause you back problems. And that's what's going on. People trying to fit in where they don't believe, and it's messing with their mentality. Hey, Cancer 66. Hey, Sharon. It's messing with their mentality. When I talk to some of these people, some of you all on the back end, you all don't act nothing like I see y'all acting on this panel. Y'all totally different people. And that's because you're letting this mess make you into people that you're not. You letting it bring out the worst in you. And if I was new and I didn't know any of you, and if I didn't know a lot of these people, I would feel like that's who you are as a person because that's the first impression that I'm getting of you. And then the thing that's going on with Don and Toya is heartbreaking. And I see a lot of messy ass content creators all in the comments having so much to say about two sisters bringing their beef to the internet. I would never have anything to say about a family dispute because it's not my business and they family. I hate they brought it to the internet, but I've been sitting back at work reading the comments because I can't really listen to it. And I see a lot of people in there trying to keep that mess going. What's right about that? That's an evil person that would try to come between family and try to keep that mess going. That's evil as fuck. They wouldn't want nobody coming in between them and their blood. And then you got them cheering it on. Wherever there's negativity, you see so many people in them comments, so many people in the chat because they run to it. They look at the title and they run to it. But when somebody's having a positive live, they can't get 50 folks in there. And that's sad. It's sad that we've gotten to the point to where all we want to see is negative. All we want to see, even whether it's in the bushes, and I'm talking about myself too, because I be in the bushes in a lot of them. I just don't comment. But it's bad that that's what draw people. And that's what we've become, a messy cesspool. We got to do better. We have got to do better. If you go to any of these people I'm fixing to name, you don't see that kind of that kind of mess on their channels. Michelle Atlantian Brown, she got 101K subscribers. The Messy Sweet Spot, 542,000 subscribers. I don't follow him. Well, his name was Jason something. He was a guy. He's a transgender, or he may be a woman. I don't know. But he was Keisha Kyle. Then he changed it to the Messy Sweet Spot. Looked like he got some work done, but he has I followed him years for years and years, and he's gotten up to over 500K subscribers. Chronicle Speaks 547. These people I was following when they had 2,000 and 3,000 followers. They stayed about their business, and now they got 494,000. Tisa Tales, Pink Book Lessons 469, and Willie D. That's the one I'm most proud of because he kept at it. They used to be in his comments telling him he ain't got it and who is this slow talking man. And he stayed about his business. Now he got 1.6 million, 1.3 million subscribers. Y'all got to have bigger visions for your channels. If you're gonna run this as a business and you want to get paid, stop doing that. Be about your business. Treat this as a business. All this negativity, it was shit. It causes changes and shifts to your mentality. Sometimes I have a straight headache after I get through watching some of these lives. After I get through hearing people being drugged for filth, you bitch this, you bitch that. That that does something to my spirit and it does something to my mental, and I'm not even involved in it. Hearing some of the stuff that these women say about other black women, it's disgusting. It's straight disgusting. As a black woman, you wouldn't want nobody saying that about your mother, your sister. So why say it about each other? I don't get it. I know it's draining. It's real draining. It's draining watching it as a friend of some of these people. And it's I don't know. And I know if I'm tired of watching it and y'all tired of listening to it, they tired of going through it. You got to get thick skin against this stuff because it nothing but works of the devil. It's just works of the devil. And if y'all don't see his play, y'all need to back and just look and think about it. It is a damn shame that a lot of these people were mad because Felicia decided to step back and go in different direction and stop being so negative and take a positive look. Why drag a person because they tired of going through that? That lets you know evil's working. Because I would be happy for anybody that I'm closely related or close proximity to, talking on the back end or whatever. If I was friends with somebody and I saw how they were acting and I saw a positive change about them, I would be happy for them. I would not be around here saying it's fake or any of that. I would be straight up happy for them. But these demons in this thing, they don't want to see nobody happy. They don't want to see nobody do good. But you got to want better for yourself. You got to want to do good. You got to want to be happy. If I ask any of the content creators when they started their channel, did they see their channel going this direction from the beginning? Could they have seen their channel where it is today? Most of them would say no, because that's not why they got into it. And thank you, Sharon, for the super chat. Oh, thank you. I had to take a break from it because it was getting too much. Yeah. When I started out watching this stuff, I started out on Facebook watching Jaffe. Then I gravitated, somebody would mention Sweet Ma, and I subscribed to her. Then I ran across Retta. I ran across Lupac. And then I started following all of the content creators. And like when I started following them, I never knew, or I never thought back then that I would be unsubscribing to a lot of them because of the directions they took their channel. Because I thoroughly enjoyed their content back then. But now nobody wants to put out content. The subscribers are not really looking at the content. They looking at fight shows. They going in the watching them go in the ring and box every night with their popcorn. And that's not what this thing is about, not just going live and fighting and dragging people. That will only keep you in a that won't you will not go far doing that. Even Tasha K when she was arguing with what's the girl name she was arguing with? It was another content creator. She say that she it was another content creator that she say that she showed the ropes and then they got into it, but they were arguing back and forth, but it was nothing like this. It was nothing demonic like this. It was the you didn't help me, I helped you type thing, but they were not going live and dragging each other. Have you all ever heard? I don't know why, but it's like the more people watch you, the more you feel like you have to put on a show. And the more people going in there, you making them think that that's what you came to see. Them drag each other. I look at all those laughing emojis in the chats when they be talking about people and talking on the people clothes, and ain't nothing funny about that. That's sad. That's sad. Hey, blessed beyond measure. I am trying. I be trying so hard to not go on YouTube, but it's and I'm ashamed to admit it's got me on a chokehold because I be in the bushes doing that too. I be in the bushes looking, and it don't sit well with my spirit, but I still be in there. That's how you know it's demonic because you know it's not. We know it's not right, but we still be in there listening to it. We still be in there watching it. Yeah, we still be in there watching it. At the end of every year, everybody does this resolution. They're gonna turn a new leaf and leave this mess in the previous year, and it don't be one day into the new year. Start all up again. Here we 10 days in. Is no signs of stopping. No signs of stopping. Now it's like every day is somebody different arguing. I wouldn't have never thought. I thought that those sisters were in a good place, and when you have each other's phone numbers, why hit the live button when you can just like you can hit that live button, you can dial those phone numbers. But the more people in there, the harder they go and the lower they go. And it's not it's not a bearing on the people watching it, so to speak, because people like to be entertained. It's just sad that that entertains us. It's a bearing on the people that's up there cooning for dollars. And I hate to call it that, but I went into a person's chat and they was talking about how black content creators, the women that came in, how we act, and they say that we coon for dollars. And that bothered me because back in the day, white folks used to pay us the black face and they used to say we were cooning for them. And that bothered me that they look at black women as cooning for a dollar. And it's sad. Y'all, a lot of you ladies, your channel's got so much potential outside of all this arguing, outside of all that backbite, outside of all that name calling. These channels got so much potential. The LaTruth saga is over. Yeah, some of us are still keeping up with what Brianna did because of how she did Robert. We wanted to see her get her karma. But even she's gotten boring because she don't have any content. And people are tired of talking about her copying copying everybody that she sees. She's copying Peach. Everybody's tired of seeing that. So she's gotten boring. So what's the next step for these content creators? Are you all gonna drag each other for the next 10 years? You gotta think beyond that. I know I was telling somebody yesterday that even if you stop dragging people, yeah, your viewership is going to suffer for a little while, only for a little while. But the people that you start to get when you get outside of all this arguing and name calling, those are the people that are there and that are your supporters, and they will grow from there. I always said slow and steady wins the race. Fast money ain't good money. You cannot, yeah, futuristic goals, that's right. You cannot, hey Lakeisha, hey everybody that came in that I didn't speak to, I'm sorry. Um, you cannot um expect fast money to last. I look at how upset some of these women be on them panels when they be going back and forth, and it's like they be about to blow a vessel in their head. Is it worth it when you have a stroke worrying about bullshit and people that you don't even know in real life? Is it worth it? These people you will never meet, but you hitting the live button to try to prove a point to who? Who you proving it to? These people don't know you. These people don't really care about you. They just cheering you on because you up there making a fool out yourself. Yeah, now you getting the ain't never gotten have never gotten anybody in your lives. Now you're getting people in your lives. Now you got to keep them by acting like an idiot, and then you got to ask yourself, is it worth it? Or you got to be at some point tired. You got to be tired. Some of you have big personalities. You all have big energy, big energy. Hey, open book, and that energy need to be put toward more than cussing people out and dragging people. For your channel to grow, you got to put that energy toward positive stuff so positive can come back to you. Because as long as you're using your platform to put negative out there, that's all going to come back. And these subscribers, y'all got to stop bone carrying. Y'all got to stop bone carrying. I have watched this week alone. I've been from chat to chat to chat to chat to chat, just looking. I've seen on that side and I've been looking on this side. And I've seen the same people go and listen. And when they take it back, the person don't be said what they say they said. And then what do the content creators go off? They look at the comment and they just read the comment, not knowing that's not what that person said. And then that person, their subscriber will come back and say, well, so and so over there dragging you. But they dragging because somebody done went back and told them a lie that you said something you didn't say, and they didn't take the time to go and research or go see what you said. And that's true, Miss Linda. That's true. It is a lot of bone carriers, and they get a thrill out of doing that. I don't see how I can't even say black women. I don't see how women can be so messy. They got to be messy in their real lives. The ones that's doing that, they got to be messy in their real life. That's one of the reasons that I really don't go live because, like I said, I don't like mess. I hate it. Yeah, I laugh on the back end or do whatever, but if I don't, I hate mess. I don't. Mm-mm. And they are, and as long as the content creators are listening to them, they're gonna keep it going. You have to set up. You have to go ahead and set in your mind. I don't want to hear it. Don't bring me nothing. If I didn't hear it myself, I don't want to hear it. And then even if you hear it yourself, get thick skin and let it bounce off. Let it bounce off. These content creators, they talk about even now, they still talk about Tasha K, but she's not going back and forth trying to prove nothing. Harmony speaks from this side. I remember back in the day when they tried to talk about her. She did not respond. She did not say anything. She kept on about her business. And I watched her channel grow. I see her channel being like those channels that I called out earlier because she's about her business. She ain't studying all this other stuff that's going on. She support who she support. She come in, she speak, she communicate in the chat, then she go back to doing her video. And I heard somebody say that they said they don't mess with her because she don't fight back. If a lot of you ignored them, they would have content by themselves, and they will look like fools talking with somebody that's not worried about them. As long as they know they can get under y'all skin, they're gonna talk about y'all. They're gonna continue to talk about y'all. But if they see what they don't bother y'all, they'll soon move on. My mother used to tell me all the time, even as a grown woman, she used to tell me, people gonna talk about you to the day you die. Ain't nothing you can do about it. Hey Alexis, you'll be on here trying to prove yourself to people every day of your life. You just got to learn to ignore. I've heard Amber say so many times, I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a premiere. Even I think it was Sunday. Even she said I'm gonna do a premiere. She never did get to that premiere because she got caught up in some stuff defending her name. And she said later, I let them got me off track, trying to going back and forth with these, going back and forth with them. They got me off track, and I still ain't did my premiere. Amber, did you ever do it? I don't even think she ever did it. If anybody want to come up, I'm dropping the link. I know they've been doing that though. They've been putting her in stuff every day, and it's getting sick and it's getting old. And I don't know if I was telling Amber or Bula, I said Amber got to learn to stop responding to it because as long as she responds, they're gonna keep going. They're gonna keep going, and this gonna be going on all the way to 2027. They are operating under demonic spirits. and they don't even realize it. They don't realize they operating under demonic spirits. Let me ask you all. Thank you, Bridget. How many of you all in here now are tired of the back and forth? If you're tired of the back and forth, put a one in the chat. Yeah, those spirits are very, very strong. Let me tell you, a demon know just what to say to get under your skin. It does. Demons know just what to say and what to do to get under your skin. And they know what to say and do to get a reaction. No, the devil was an angel too. I my grandson told me to pray for them demons. Your grandson is a very wise child, Retta. Very wise. I was watching the live, and I happened to go in the front room. In the front room, my family member said, "What is that you listening to?" I said, "It's one of my friends. She going off. They keep messing with her on YouTube." He said, "That's what YouTube done became. You need to get off. Ain't nothing godly about that." And I was like, "I know, but I'm drawn to it." He was like, he was surprised I was looking at that mess because I forgot who it was, but they was going in hard too. Yeah, I too. This one hurt me. That hurt me a lot. I hate to see them go through that. I hate to see them airing each other out. I hate to see all of that. And when it first started earlier this week, and I looked in that comment and I saw all them darn bees, I said, Lord, this is not going to be good. It's not going to end good. Okay, Lexi, I said it wasn't going to end good. And here we are today, or yesterday. Yesterday, somebody asked me, did I hear somebody going in on Toya? I said, no. And they sent me the link. I couldn't watch it. I could not watch it. I meant going in on Dawn. And I said, no. And when I went to Facebook, when I clicked the link and went to Facebook and heard a little bit of it, I came out because I don't like that. At no point, hey, Miss Sexaray, do I think a man should ever get involved in sisters' beef? And that's between those sisters. Hey, Lolita. Hey, everybody that I may have missed that came in. Though that was a sisters' beef, and I don't think that they should have involved themselves. Any outsider should not have involved themselves in that. And if that was my husband and my half sister and I were going in like that on social media, he would have told me to get off social media and call her. He'll be like, "Don't you have her phone number? Y'all work that out behind the scenes." He would not have gotten on here going in on my sister. It's just sad. And I feel bad for both of them. I don't know what went on. I don't want to know what went on, but I do know that they're blood. And that's something that they can work out if people would stop bone carrying. Now, because of people sticking their 2 cents in, it's blown up. Hey, Queen Step. I didn't go and watch it. I was in Don's live a little bit, and I was begging her to stop it. I didn't even want to hear what was being said after I heard the first couple of lines when she was going in. I was just asking her to end the live, call her sister. I don't know what happened with that, Kimberly. I don't know because I did not watch any of it because I don't like I said, I don't follow stuff like that, and especially when it's siblings. It's definitely sad. I don't care. I seen the pain on one face and I heard the pain. Yeah, both of them hurting. You can tell in their voices that they are hurting. Both of them are hurting. And I think that the issues that they're having right now, I'm not a psychologist, but I think it's deeper than this social media thing. And I think it's something they need to get counseling for. These people on social media cannot counsel you. They'll counsel you apart. But these people on social media cannot counsel you because they like disdain and they like sowing those separate. The devil comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And a lot of these people's friendships, or I wouldn't even call them friendships because these are frenemies that we're meeting on here. I have a few that I rock with that I know are cool. We've built bonds, but I see a lot of breakups and makeups, and it's a lot of frenemies on here. And I don't know. The thing that I hate about these people, if you all were so-called friends, even though you didn't know each other, if you all were rocking together, when you all go your separate ways, why come to the internet and air every secret you all have told each other? That that's weird to me. But I know people do that in real life though. But that's always, even in real life, it's been weird. People come up and you want to tell everything that you know about that person when that person told you that in secrecy. Yeah. One thing I can say, that's what I'm saying. You can build real bonds, and real bonds have come out of this. But even the ones that saw that they were not a good fit, why go and air out what you all talked about? Just because you all don't rock together no more, just because y'all don't be together no more, why go air out everything? And I know some of the stuff that's been aired is people that's how people fight. Some people fight back. They would have never said nothing if the person had not said nothing about them or told what they said. Then they put them in a situation where they have to come show how it really happened because the one that called themselves airing out don't always tell the full story. They tell a part of the story. So the next person come behind them to show what really happened. And I get that. And I agree with you, Lexa. When you see people do that, that's something they've been wanting to do. That is something that they have been wanting to do. I'm trying to catch up in this chat. I know I missed some. I agree with you, Sean. Y'all didn't get along. Chop it up and keep it moving. Now that y'all don't get along, now you got to go live for 30 hours to talk about the person that you. It's weird, man. People move weird. Come on. Come on and do that laugh you do step. That's what I was saying. But these subscribers are very, very messy and they don't know how to stay out of things. As if you feel so many people emotions, I hate. I feel all these emotions. Yeah. I can hear God better being an introvert. That's exactly. But it would end up being a no ending fight. And that's true. Auntie Matu, you're not nervous up there, are you? You better not. Can you hear me, Step?
Yes, ma'am. Hey, my two sis.
Queen Step, can you hear me?
Hold on, I might got my. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Can you, I'm not that nervous. Not as nervous as I was the first time grown woman status.
Oh snap!
Queen Step, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. Can you hear me?
I'm having this problem again. Give me a minute.
Let me get on my other phone. Maybe if I drop down.
And I agree with that, Kimberly. They do need to start watching who they communicate with and stop and what they say to the supporters as well. Y'all give me a minute. Let me go on my phone. Hey, hey, Chi. I'm coming, Step. Give me just 1 minute. I can hear
Okay.
God better being an introvert. That's exactly. Okay. Let's Step.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you can hear me now.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, y'all can hear both of us.
I'm gonna turn this down.
Can y'all hear both of us? Okay. Hey,
Hey,
Miss
Chad.
Step.
How you doing, Miss Tuesday?
I'm doing good, girl.
Good, good, good. Yes, she did. Y'all know I gotta get y'all laughing because, baby, listen, we gotta keep some laughter now. It's 2025.
Yep, 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 yep. I just had to
It,
get that off my chest.
hey, Miss Judy with the big booty. Hey, grown woman status. Yeah, I know. I've met all of them except for Dawn. So, when I had a supporter send me some information, that I was like, baby, listen, I love all, I watch all, try to give support to all, but some things I just don't engage myself with. That's family for one,
Exactly.
and who am I, regardless if I've met and talked to them and can talk to them on the back end. That's something within themselves that they have to, you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, conquer. And like you said, nobody out here on this internet could actually, make amends with them like that. They have to be the ones to want to do it. One thing that I can say from both of them that I have noticed though is, sometimes it could be pride, or there's some things about them that are alike. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people do allow pride to get in the way of things.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and being with the and I definitely agree when it comes, and I've seen it. It has not happened on my channel, and I hope it never happens on my channel. Them bone carriers. I'm not gonna listen to somebody come and tell me about what somebody said of who I support. I need to hear it from the source. If you can't, I'm big on, if it's not directed, it's never respected.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've been through the saga since day one. I've been just seeing a lot of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? But I stay out the way, baby, because listen, my spirit can't. It'd be enough of when I be talking about Bree. So to go on into extra drama, no, I don't want to see myself being out here arguing with, you know what I'm saying? Ones at
Exactly.
one point we was all together and we came on these platforms to do one thing the same, and that was
Exactly.
to, help and support a guy that was being, accused of domestic violence, was a lie. So how it flipped into something else, things can only become demonic if you allow it to. You feel what I'm saying? You have to
Exactly.
be the one to not allow what's going on with social media to, you know what I'm saying, take over your subconscious where you are engaging in certain things, because you don't have to just because you see
And that's true.
it.
And I agree 100% with that.
But I just wish that, ones wouldn't, from what I've seen, wouldn't go back and forth on each sister's channel. Oh, she said this and she said that. It's like, come on, baby, we all grown. You know what I'm saying? And the
Mm-hmm.
fact of you telling one another when they already in the heat of the moment, they're not, they ain't thinking straight. First of all, they're already mad about something else. So for them to like read those comments as if one sister said something about the other, it only make it's just putting fuel to the fire. So I was just like, no, I'm not finna be in nobody chat. You know what I'm saying? Because I support both of them. I support the entire family. So I just stay out the way.
Yep. And that's what I if the live is not going the right direction, you do not see me come in and nobody chat. But if it's like I'll come over there and you be tripping, you be tripping me out. Ah, yes it did. You that laugh of yours, girl, you be tripping me out. And you always go live though, Step, when I be at work. Y'all go, I get off work at 4:30 and I cannot lose my job trying to sneak and listen to y'all
You
live.
ain't got no ear. You ain't got the little. What you got? What type? You don't have like the little earphones? Cause
I can't
Castle
do that
66
because
is always at work, and she be like,
girl,
I got my earphones in.
I be taking incoming calls. So I can't I work with 401ks and I have to process like stock transactions and all that stuff. So I
Right.
be getting calls back to back to back. And when I get like I'll put them on hold so I can listen a little bit. Else I'm gonna lose my job fooling with social media.
No, don't do it. Don't get yourself caught up, baby.
But
Don't
all of
don't don't
y'all,
do it.
I be at work and all y'all be live and I be trying to listen.
The
And I
times I
look,
go is the times that I could actually put in, you know what I'm saying? So I have to squeeze in when I squeeze in, try not to bump heads with other ones that are going live as well. Cause, I have noticed that we all do share a lot of these same supporters. But at the end of the day, I don't trip about it because it's just like the video is there. So if you didn't catch me live, if you want to go back and review it, it's greatly appreciated. I don't be tripping like that.
yeah, I be trying though, but it's just so many people. And by the time I get off so many hours of lives, I just end up not watching them. I'll go give them the like, give them
Right.
the view, because I think you have to view it for so many minutes for it to count. I give them the view, and then I'll be go to the next one. Like,
And that's what I tell everybody. I'll be like, hey, if I ain't coming, it don't mean I'm not supporting because I'm definitely watching all y'all. I just
yeah,
don't. And half the time I be watching it on my TV because I'm
mhm,
I'm doing business work or something. I just throw YouTube up on the TV and be watching
mhm,
everybody from there. So I don't be coming all the time unless I'm on my phone.
mhm,
But at the end of the day, like I say, I stay out the way. But I'm not. It's good to see, people that are coming together, but I'm my own person. So once once that road and that bridge has been crossed, I'm
mhm.
done. I don't, what I'm saying, I don't go back to try to, no, I'm good on all that. I'm good on
Yeah,
all
yep. And this makes it even that much harder for you to even want to get to know anybody.
that. It
Seeing
does.
seeing how they do. And I know everybody's not bad. I know that. But the way you see the ones that were once close and how they tearing each other down, it makes you not even wanna.
Maybe just use your discernment because some of the
Oh,
times a
I
lot of
have
people
been.
don't be the same with someone as they some people ain't the same with you like they would be with somebody else. You know what I'm
Oh, I
saying?
know. I know.
Because you're not them. You feel me? So I
Yeah.
try not to categorize a lot of people, but it makes me watch. Don't get me wrong now. Like it keeps my eyes open or whatever, but I don't try to discredit because of what they went through with somebody else because that ain't me. And I just feel like it ain't got nothing to do with me. But
Exactly.
I'm with you on that coming on the internet and, just exploiting things that y'all were once conversing with each other. Like, I really don't get that. That happened to me as well, but I ain't engaged. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if you would have caught me back a couple of years ago, yeah, I would, all that New Jersey would have came out and I would have had the whole internet in the uproar. But I just rather not because it don't serve no purpose. It don't serve good to your energy anyway. You just be sitting over here mad about something over the internet, and
Mhm.
it's really not worth it.
And it's not. It's not.
I feel like protect your peace at all time, regardless of what you engaging in on the internet. Protect your peace, baby, because ain't nobody on this internet finna make me fold
That's true.
at
That's true.
all.
You gotta be who you were before you came to the internet. Don't let these people make
Exactly.
you into who you're not.
Exactly. I'm like, I love everybody. That's why my channel is Love, Live, and Laugh, baby. If you hanging with banging with Queen Stella, we loving, we living, and we laughing. All the other stuff I just don't want no part of. I
Yeah.
just look at it, pray about it, and just, move around. That's the
Yeah.
best thing that you can actually do. I was blamed for things and I just was like, well dang. But the pages and stuff, I'm like, come on, boy. Everybody that be watching Queen Stella doing that, whatever I feel like I want to say to somebody, I'm gonna say it from my own page. There's no purpose of making the fake pages. That's crazy. But I said what
Yeah.
I said and I left it alone. I didn't go dig it back up. Even that I see is being talked about now. I'm not engaging with it because I see that same page floating around that I was once blamed for. I just look at it and be like, shit, I've said what I had to say about it. I ain't got to engage in that.
Yep, I
It's
got
all
it.
about choices, It's choices people are choosing to make. So everybody know that drama sells, but at the end of the day, what purpose is it really serving to you though?
Exactly. Exactly. I I don't know. And I'm like I told them earlier, I'm guilty of it. I'll be in the bushes looking at some of that and listening to some of it. And I always like I used to be on the phone with Boo Love, and like this been going on for almost 3 years, all the arguing and back and forth. And I would tell Boo Love, like she'll call me that Saturday, what you doing? I said, nothing, getting ready to get out and get in the streets. I'd be like, YouTube is not gonna have me caught up all day today. And Step, I kid you not, somebody go live and they be arguing, and before I know it, it's 6 o'clock at night. We done got caught up all day in the drama
It'll
on
do it.
YouTube.
It'll do it. It'll make you lose focus and everything. Trust me, I've been on these internet streets for a long time, way before these YouTube. So trust me, I have definitely been, a victim of that. Again, don't completely forgot everything that I know I supposed to been doing because I don't sat
Yep,
up there with that phone in my hand. But
exactly.
yeah, I minimize my hours on the internet. So when I realized that about myself a few years ago, that's why I kind of backed off because I was heavy with it on Facebook. So
Yeah,
I kind of like, just backed off, especially when I became to be more in tune with myself. My spirit and energy is not going to allow me to sit there and just do it like I used to do it, sit there and listen to it. Because it could be very intrigued listening to a lot of somebody's arguing back and forth because you're trying to see and find out what they're arguing about, what's going on, and blah, blah, blah. Get caught up in it. So now I just be like, shit, sometimes the caption tell me enough.
yep.
Why you can't get that view from me today, baby girl?
Kimberly, my mama used to tell me, she said, I don't tell my business to nobody anyway, friend or not, because you can't trust these folks these days. My mama used to tell me, if you don't want something told or you don't want your business to get out, look in the mirror and tell it to yourself if you got to just tell somebody.
There you go. There you
Yep.
go. I be seeing some of them captions and I just be like, yes, she
Yep.
did. And I keep on moving because it's like, no, they going to get
Yep.
me caught up listening to something that I know I don't need to be listening to. Because I don't even want to have no answer for somebody that come to me and be like, Queen Steph, did you see? No, I ain't see it.
Yep.
I
She
ain't seen
said,
it, baby.
with the way folks showing the recorded calls, ain't no way I want phone number. That's right, Miss Judy. You can't even have a conversation without them recording it. That shows they had malice intent from the beginning of them
From
reaching
the
out.
beginning. I call
Exactly.
it snakes from the gate.
Yep.
Straight from the gate. I was shit. You ain't gotta go out and tell nobody what I said, because I'm gonna say what I want to say. But it's just all about using discernment, because you just sometimes, some people could get up on you just to snake you enough to get what they. I mean, you just don't. Sometimes you just don't know what people's motives are. But like I said, I
Exactly.
don't. I don't try to categorize people when they've got into it with somebody else or whatever. I just, I keep my
I don't
guard up.
either. My
Mm,
relationship with one person is not my relationship with the next person.
exactly.
So, because they may not be, like you said, with me, how they are with you.
Exactly. Yes,
And you sound
ma'am.
like you're tired.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Baby, I'm cooped up in this dark room with no lights on, little bedside heater, because it's snowing down here, and I done been out that door but a couple of times taking my dog out. I ain't trying to be out there in the street.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I'm just chilling. I am just chilling. Hey, Chad, and everybody speaking. But at the end of the day, I just hope it all. You know what I'm saying? Like, get back like it used to be, honestly, where we all was. I mean, the storyline is about dead or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But just support one another, man, because some of the stuff
Exactly.
is really high school.
It
It's,
is.
it's really not what grown women that, that stands for something at once. We all stood for the same thing and protecting somebody. And it's
Mm-hmm.
just like, we know how what sells the most. But my thing is, if a supporter is going to support you, they're going to support you
They are.
regardless. You know what I mean? Even though, like, I be comparing. Sometimes I go and look at the video, I be like, dang, so when I did this video, I got this number, and I did this. I wasn't at first, but now I do. But at the end of the day, my mentality is just like, if they support me, they'll look at it. If they don't, they don't, baby. I'm not gonna stress about I'm not gonna stress about it, because when you stress about it, then you start getting angry and speaking on it all on your lives and stuff, and it's just like it's not worth it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not worth it, because what's meant for you is gonna happen for you. That's
It's
just how
gonna
I
happen
see
for
it.
you. It's gonna happen for you.
And
Uh,
I don't get caught up in worrying about what other people get and what, because if I did, I would go live more. But I don't get caught up in that. What's my blessings gonna be my blessings? What God got for me for me.
exactly.
What's in your
You
pocket ain't doing me no good.
at all.
It ain't gonna pay my
What
bills,
that
so I
word they
don't worry
say?
about it.
What you eat don't make me what?
Shit.
What you eat don't make me what?
Exactly.
That's why I ain't get the fact how the crazy lady over there on the other side was throwing up her revenue. It's like, but who's competing? When did it start to be a competition though? It should never be a competition because we all know like once you start going with that bragging, what God gives definitely could take it away. Just be thankful
Exactly.
for that
Be
you
thankful.
have stepped
Exactly.
outside of what you said that you did to move on and to grow your channel and be with that. Because at the end of the day, we all got a roof over our head, we got food on our table, we got clothes on our back. What competition should it ever be? I mean, we can't say
Hmm.
that for some people, but I'm keeping my clothes on that. But
Yeah, you're right though. You're right.
just don't never
Um,
lose focus of what you have in life. You know what I'm saying? Living your reality. Because what happens when you turn these phones and computers off? You know what I'm saying? You in your
exactly.
reality now. It's not the internet.
Exactly. And what happens if the internet shut down? We have like they have like I forgot what they call it when nobody has access to internet. Then what they gonna
That's
do?
my thing. Will people be able to, you know what I'm saying, cope with reality without the technology? You know what I'm
I
saying? Like
know it.
I'm from the era where we didn't have it, you know?
I know
So
it.
that's why I minimize myself of hours on these platforms these days. Like I always go and check my timings. And if I feel like I've went over my time, then I mean the ones that support me and really know, like I'll be gone. I'll be off the internet for about I think the longest that I went not long ago was like 9 days. Cause when I got,
Hmm.
reality going on, I have to handle that. I have to make sure that I'm upholding my reality of life before I jump on the internet. Like
Yeah.
it's not
I
it's not that serious.
I've started back getting out a little bit more. I don't just be here like that all Tuesdays, Sundays, and some Thursdays. And then like Saturday, hey Vicky, hey Miss Mel, whoever came in and I didn't speak to, how y'all doing? Um, I like to do karaoke, so I've started back doing that. When I get off work, I don't even pick it up. I'll call Boo Love or Creature, y'all fill me in what I miss. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, because they say they get tired of me because I don't keep up
Mhm.
with it like I used to.
Really drain you though, man. It really will. Like I said, if you in tune with yourself and you capture a lot of that, like I just honestly don't think that unless they just really get off on, you know what I'm saying, just engaging into a lot of that negative energy on a daily basis. If they just a person that can contain it, that's on them. But me myself, I can't. Not like I used to. Not like I used to.
Yeah,
You can't be
it's getting
protecting your peace into the negative energy all the time.
it is when you find yourself getting so mad. Like I don't go, I'll go listen, and I get so mad. I be wanting to comment in these chats so bad. When you find yourself wanting to do that, it's time to back away from it because then I know I'm be arguing back and forth with them, and I'm not gonna do that. But if
Right.
anything that disturbs your peace, you ain't got no business being involved in it.
And you're right. And you can't get mad about something you can't change
Nope,
at all.
nope.
Can't get mad about nothing you can't change because people gonna be, they're gonna be who they are at the end of the day. You just make sure you remain who you are.
Oh, I
So,
am.
and
I've
that's
been in
all
it
what
three
matters.
years and still the same. My 2 cents I came in. I'm really trying to search other avenues though. Like I've done a couple of celebrity interviews. That some of them got some of the views I get doing Brianna interviews. So I said I was gonna try to ease my way over there and doing more stuff than just
Right.
talking about her because she done got boring stuff.
She have. That's why I do. That's why my channel be mixed up. You know what I'm saying? I do my nails. I do my cooking.
Yeah.
And I throw the Brianna content out there for because I know I got supporters that want to see what my thoughts are on, and I throw it out. But I really try to keep my channel at a mix. So I try to mix up a lot of my content. I don't try to be where I'm throwing out something about Brianna on a daily basis, because
Yeah.
I ain't doing
Yeah.
that. I mix my content up. Always have mixed my content up. I think somebody had said, you talk about her on a daily basis. I say, please go on my YouTube channel and go look to see where you see a day by day by day by day on that child. You don't see it, but when I come, I'm coming. But it ain't day for day.
Yeah.
That girl is getting dead, but baby, I be laughing my ass off at her because I ain't never seen such shit in my day of my life. I ain't seen it a day of my life. She have definitely become nothing but funny content. I mean, that's it. That's all.
She is. She's acting. I don't know. I don't know if she's faking. I can't say because I'm not in her shoes. But that girl, that video
No,
that she put up, was
something wrong with her 2 cents.
something wrong with her. That video that she put up with her boobs out and the baby was not breastfeeding, and she's singing. What was that song? No, that wasn't it. What was that song? What she was
The
singing,
one she was
Step.
thinking like a sheep. Yes, she did.
Yeah. You are my sunshine, my only sunshine.
Child.
You make me. I was like, girl, you sound like something from a horror movie. It's that whole get up. I'm like, what in the world? That was cringe for real.
Yeah, I'm gonna let loose the one that I just did. I wanted to get the access of what my members wanted. I mean, I wanted to get their thoughts first before I put it out there. I'm gonna let it loose in a minute. But baby, listen, I went back and looked at a lot of the stuff that has been actually going on that have literally transpired. And looking at when I even go back and look at the video that I made, I'm like, this is some real sick shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't care what nobody says. The one baby I don't see move. I did see the little boy head move, but my thing is I pay very close attention to where I'm seeing more attention is being catered to this little boy. And it's just like, baby, listen. I ain't believe I need to see them at the same time. I don't care what nobody say. She had her, but I need to see them at the same time. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
somebody said on my chat the other day, they was like, still, I ain't believing to see till I see them start walking.
Yep.
They say they ain't
I
gonna
don't
believe till
know.
they see them start walking.
I don't think she had them though. I just hate to say she's that delusional. I don't know if it was one
Can't
or
put
two, but I
nothing
do know
past her
she had a
2 cents.
baby. Huh? Huh?
I can't put nothing. I can't put nothing past her.
Yeah, she will do
That is
anything
my
for
thoughts,
likes.
but some of the stuff that she have done on this internet, baby, I don't put nothing past her. Like I really think that she will go over and beyond to gain some type of attention. I'm not saying that she did not have any or whatever, but I just don't put nothing past her. I'm sorry. The girl
Yeah.
is really, she's something is really mentally wrong up there. I mean, it's definitely some screws loose, but it's it's crazy because if you got a man and you got twins, and I ain't seen both of y'all at the same, and I'm not saying some of the things that I haven't seen that she has to come and show it, but
Mm-hmm.
it just makes it very questionable because of how they have portrayed themselves out here on the internet when they were so called in a relationship or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just fishy.
Hey,
The whole
Lexi.
situation fishy. Hey Lexi,
Hey y'all, how y'all doing today?
All
we
right.
doing good here.
That's good. Sitting up here listening to y'all because my two kept putting out that link. So I said, let me just go ahead and grab it real quick. Since I done ate the cobbler now, I can really
I
join
told her
in
I'm
on
coming up here to laugh.
it.
Yeah.
So,
Step said it
Try
was
to
two.
put some laughter.
Yeah. What you
With
been up
all
to,
this going
Lexi?
on, baby, we need some good laughing energy, okay?
oh
And
yeah,
that's
Need
true.
some laughing energy, baby.
laughing is good for the soul.
It
That it
is.
is.
It
That it
is.
is. You
Very
know
much.
me, I know I stay trying to laugh. Cause
Yeah, yes,
honey,
you do. And you be having me hollering.
it be too much going on, honey. Not to, and not just like with the internet. You know what I mean? It's a lot of
Mhm.
stuff that's really going on out here in the world where, you know, being so stuck on the internet content thing, you kind of lose focus. And baby, listen, whoo, yeah, the world we living in, I guess you better enjoy what you can enjoy, cause I don't want to be, you know, in sorrow every day. Like, I need me some laughter going on, and I try to get as much as possible.
I do too. I do too. Life is too short. I was
It
telling a friend of
is.
mine today, for ever since November, the right after Thanksgiving, we have the Sunday after Thanksgiving, me and my cousin were at karaoke, and two people from our class had passed away. The following week, two more people that I knew passed away. I've been knowing, I know at least 20 people that I know, whether like close, like I know them, or I know of them, have passed away since November. And then yesterday, one of my classmates died, and Sunday, one of my classmates died. Life is too short, and the
Oh
way they
wow.
carrying on, it ain't even worth it. That's why I'm praying that Dawn, I'm praying for Dawn and her sister so hard. Let me tell you what happened. My mother had a stroke in 2022. Me and my mother were not speaking. I'm a mother cub when it comes to my kids. And I felt like she treated my kids different than my brother's kids. She would always find something wrong with mine. So she and I got into an argument because she was trying to tell me something about my daughter. And I was like, Mom, it's how you come off on them. When the way you come off on them, you don't talk to Spencer's kids like that. So she went to cursing at me, and I hung up the phone on her. That was that Thursday. I didn't talk to her no more. And her brother called me and asked me to come open her door like that Sunday. So he had been out there knocking for 30 minutes. And he hear her in there, but she keeps saying she coming to the door and she didn't come. So I didn't have my car. My son had my car. So I called my brother and told him to go open the door for Junior. He said he had been knocking and mama wouldn't come to the door. When they got there, she was on the floor, had been on the floor since Friday night, Queen and Alexis had been on the floor since Friday night. I'm mad about what don't even matter now. Because before then, I would call and check on her every day, but I done got in my feelings. And I'm like, I'm not calling her. When next time I hear from her, she going to call me. And that happened. She had had a significant stroke. And the guilt that rolled with me and still rode with me to this day, because after that, she had the stroke December the 5th. She died June 9th the next year. And the guilt that rolled with me with that, I'm like, if I had gotten to her, if I had called and checked on her. So it's not worth it, because after they're not here no more, no longer. Whatever you all were fighting about is not important.
Right. You're right about that.
So I hope they get it together, because it ain't even worth it.
Family gonna be family. And I mean, to an extent I can kind of understand if, you know, there's some differences or whatever, but you can always love your family from a distance. That don't mean that you never supposed to carry no type of hate in your heart though. You know what I'm
You
saying?
don't. You don't
And
at
I
all. That is.
it's very disturbing to see that it came to the internet. I was really thrilled because the last I saw something was when Dawn was apologizing. I'm like, oh, okay, they okay. And the following day, I just people sitting. I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, I'm staying out the way. I ain't got nothing to say about it because I don't want to be in the mix and nobody's saying that Queen Steph said anything. So I just said I'm gonna pray about it and I hope, you know, that they clear their hearts and just really come together and
Yeah,
let bygones be bygones. Because you can always agree to disagree. But one thing you never do is allow nobody from the outside come in between what you have with your siblings or your loved one or whatever the case may be, especially not the internet.
exactly.
because you're gonna get what you see from people from the internet. And we all know that some people, try to predict who you are by things that you show. It's like the internet is the internet. And I'll tell a person, quit, baby. What you see on the internet is probably what you won't even see on the outside of the internet. Because I'm always a businesswoman, but I come to the internet for entertainment. So it's you gotta have a balance there. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have a balance and draw a
Mm-hmm.
line somewhere.
That's true.
Keep yourself with some boundaries with this internet. So
Yeah, you got to.
Cause
That's
if
what I'm
you
saying.
going crazy,
It sure will.
it will
It
have
sure
you
will.
crazy, having headaches and everything. You be like, look, you know what? I'm just gonna throw this whatever device I got at this point. I'm just gonna just block it out for a minute,
right.
and then also I just want to say this when we were touching on it, and when it comes to the situation with the siblings, I just feel like
Alexis, your mic
yeah,
went out.
my my screen went black. Um, but with the situation with the siblings, I would just think it would be best if you support either one of them or you support both of them. Please don't be in the chats sitting there encouraging it to go on.
That
That's
part.
not a good look as a supporter to encourage that kind of, turmoil to keep going on. Because at the end of the day, when we shut off the internet and go to our families, guess what? It's another family that we encourage to break up. And that can't be good on your heart or on your conscience. So
Mm-mm.
if they if you have to step away from the chat because you don't like what's going on, do that for your sanity, because just watching them tear each other down, that was heartbreaking to me.
It was. It really was.
It was definitely heartbreaking to me. I had to reach out to, because I don't have a relationship with Toy, but I do have one with Dawn, and I did reach out to Dawn to make sure she's okay. I didn't want to, know the details, and you know what I'm saying. So I reached out to her just to make sure she's good. And if we're gonna give them, give them encouraging words, but don't give them words to make them. When I say encouraging words, not encouraging words to keep on that. You felt like that, keep it going. Because I seen that in the chat, and it just was like, how would y'all feel if somebody did that to you and one of your family members or your?
Exactly. Exactly. These people have no conscience. These
No,
people on the internet, when they say the internet is undefeated,
that
Hey y'all, I don't mean to interrupt y'all. I got a call to take, so I'm gonna drop down. But I love y'all. I'll
you
catch
okay,
y'all in a minute. I'm gonna jump in the chat, but I gotta get down
okay,
from here. I got this call.
okay,
All right, y'all.
okay. Yeah, but that's I don't know.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was just like, yeah, and I seen it for myself, and I was like, yeah, I don't like how this is going. Um, a lot of us that really support and support them and stuff, we were really trying to get them. I seen y'all in there trying to tell them to stop. I text Don, and and we seen how it was going, and I just hate that it happened. And I
And the
hope that they get in the space where they really can um
work through
receive,
this.
yes, and receive each other's apologies and actually forgive one another. And I do hope, as a whole, the family do go get counseling, um, because it is needed at this point. It is definitely needed. So I hope they work through it and get it together.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's Loretta went live so she can get her folks up out them chats. And
yeah,
then,
and then look, because I have finally woke up, and so I got up. I was like, because I was really waiting on Dawn's live, right?
mm-hmm,
Oh, I had got up. I had set the notification and everything, right? Girl, when I
mm-hmm.
9 something in the morning. So I said, oh, let me see. And I called somebody. They said, get over there, help talk to Don or whatever. So I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh shit. I didn't look. I didn't even go in the chat like to the comment in there, because I was like, yeah, no, this ain't a good. Like I don't want to be a part of that. Then somebody was like, "Oh, Red Alive," so I go right on to Red Alive. I said, I said, baby, I went into your live and it said you ain't live no more." And so, and I, you know, I get it, but at the same time, I just hope that everything works out for the better.
Yeah. Thank you, Amber, for the super chat.
And also, because you were touching on the content, and I just want to say this: when it comes to this content beef that looks like there's trying to be stirred up at this point, um,
Mm-hmm.
we cannot, especially the ones that the beef is toward, coming towards
Mm-hmm.
our supporters. If y'all really support us in that manner, please don't bring us nothing back that they're saying, because I don't know about other people, but I know certain ones are a trigger for me. And if I hear them say the wrong thing, I will, I'll be like, I'm ready to pop off. You get what I'm saying? Because they're saying stuff about me that may not be true, may be just how they feel. And they are entitled to feel the way they feel. But at the same time, if I feed into what they're saying, it'll be basically my direction of my panel, it'll be useless, because if I'm saying that I want to go into a positive light and I want to do other content and I want to bring awareness to my supporters and make it a safe space for them, and they have already told me they don't want to do the back and forth, I'll be a walking contradiction, because guess what I'm about to do? I'm finna get on my live and I'm finna, guess what? Talk about them people across that street that just pissed me off. And guess what? My supporters might be in there for it or whatever, but that's not what they really want to hear. They in there because they support me, but at the end of the day, I can possibly lose supporters behind me going back and forth with people that don't mean me no good anyway.
Yep, that's true. And I honestly don't think all this getting on the internet dragging, that's not content. That's
No,
just a drag fest.
it's not. And then another thing, what it does is, because the light, we do all, majority of us share the same supporters. You know what I'm saying? Even the ones that we're not really cool, the ones that we're not cool with right now. Well, I'm not gonna be cool with them no more. But just, anyway, I'm just saying those ones too. We all still somewhat still share the same supporters. We put our supporters in a bad predicament when we're both dragging each other. It's like, y'all, and then if we see them dragging us and we see that person that supports us as well in that chat, it's like, what you in there? They're talking about me. Why are you in there? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Get mad at the supporter. So I just feel like we just cause too much. When it comes to where we have to make them feel like they have to choose between us and show their loyalty to us, when the truth of the matter is we don't have no business. We don't know each other in real life. What they eat don't make me shit, and what they eat, I mean, and what I eat don't make them shit. So I shouldn't allow them to get that much power and control over me. So I'm learning, slowly but surely, I'm learning that I can't watch everything that they say and they do, because they are triggers for me.
Yep. Like Step was saying, we all came in this together with a common goal. And I want to see everybody's channel get back on the right track and grow and
Mm,
not be stuck in this vicious cycle that it's in.
yeah, correct. Thanks, Renithia, for the support.
Thank you, Ronithia.
Because I know
Real
you've
question.
been watching the chat like that, so I can watch the chat too. Because this is
Huh?
your panel, baby. So I can watch the chat for you too. I'm gonna do
All
my
right.
and I'm gonna do my modding thing and as well help you or here up here on this panel.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to read the comments. Says she could have come up with anything besides that ghetto crazy ass names and churn name. No churn. Okay, names are embarrassing. And yeah, I know they feel the same. Nope. She said she open to more true. She can't have no more. Who they talking about, Bree?
I think they talking about Peach.
Oh hell no. What did she name her?
That's why I wanna know what did she name them kids.
Somebody put in the chat what she named them kids.
Let's see. Mufasa. Like what did what did and when Gina thought she was pregnant, she was like Wakatisha like that. What she named that baby? What she named them baby?
I
I see
don't know.
Toya
I've
coming
been,
new season.
uh,
Toya and Regina coming out with a new season.
oh, they finna start their show over.
January the 24th.
So we need the singing nights again.
Kim, what the twins' name is? Cause she know 'em.
I'm gonna do it in the future, Ronithia.
She
Amber
ain't
was supposed
got
to have a
a
karaoke. Was it Thanksgiving Eve or Christmas Eve? And it never happened.
thank
Somebody did.
the super chat. She said keep banging out the great content and keep it up.
Okay, I am. Miss Linda said I'm lazy because I was trying to come up with an excuse. I was like, after dealing with all them numbers all day and them people in my head and me not being able to say nothing, man, I flip that mic up and be letting they ass have it. Lexi, I put that thing on mute and I be cussing them out, and then I put it back down and get professional again. But after dealing with all them different spirits on that phone, I don't be feeling like doing no video. Ms. Linda said, if you had a part-time job, just because you had a bad day at your first job, that means you're not gonna go to your second job. She said, it's a job. You just lazy. And I was like, okay, I gotta do better, Miss Linda.
Look, grown woman status. Look, let me tell you something. That 11 hip hop Miami, it got me on a chokehold right now because baby, the last thing I saw was Princess slap the taste out of what's that girl name, Amada mouth. And see, Amada, I don't care for Amada because she tried to play that real innocent role that very first season, but she a real life home wrecker and a hoe. I just got to say that. And as far as Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Jock that caught Kendra inboxing different men on Messenger. So you could take the hood out. What that man said, you could take the chick out of the hood, but you can't take the hood niggas out of the chick. That's how I'm looking at it with her. But I think Atlanta really gonna have me in the chokehold too because it look like it's gonna actually be a great season this time.
Yeah, look at Miss Linda laughing. She be keeping us straight though, for real.
Miss Linda be on it on point.
She be on it for real.
Yep, Miss Linda be on it on point. And when she feel like something, Miss Linda be like, let's. When she called me the other, she said, Lexus, what this person over here talking about? She just said you. I said I ain't. I said you know what? I ain't stunned her. I said what I said, and I don't care. And Miss Linda said, "That's right. That's right. Don't you go back and forth with them. Don't you go back and forth with them. That's right. You said what you said. She'll get us told real quick."
She does do that really,
Mm,
really quick. She don't play either. And that's the type person I like in my life. Somebody that's gonna hold me accountable and hold my feet to the fire. I don't need no A kissers and somebody just gonna say what they think I want to hear. And the people that I deal with on the back end, they will hold you accountable. They don't want to hear no excuses. We have like joke time, don't we, Lexi? But we
mm,
do hold each other accountable on that back end. We might not always listen to what's being said, but it's not because we're not being held accountable.
mm-hmm. Now, grown woman status. Let me see. She said, "But look, Lexus. So you don't think she get a pass because Jock known to be a serial cheater to like Kirk? True enough, but she knew what she was getting when she got with him. So it's not like she didn't know this is his character. So no, I don't think she get a pass. If you marry somebody and because when he made that girl, they was that baby. They was on a break, right? So where I'm looking at it, once y'all took y'all vows to each other, like, And we haven't seen him where it came out that he was messing with anybody else. That was just like a setup. The one thing I seen last season, but now it's like he taking his marriage a little serious. So no, she don't get no pass. Mm-mm.
Miss Miss Judy said next time a bone carrier come in your inbox, send them to Miss Linda to get them straight. Bet they'll stop then. Cause she ain't gonna play the radio with them.
I want to like, is you pissy drunk or what? Is your pissy drunk? You know how she be.
Yep, exactly, Kimberly. So that's the type of friends I want around me. Don't uphold me when I'm wrong and tell me if I get mad. If I'm wrong, tell me if I get mad
Oh well.
or not. Yeah, I'll be all right. Exactly. Yep. And Miss Linda and Creisha and Boo Love,
They gonna tell you when they
they gonna tell you. Creisha
Bulldog
that
gonna do
little
you
funny.
like this. Bulldog gonna do you like how Bulldog gonna do. She gonna be like, Lexus, you wrong. You wrong, Lexus. You wrong. Look at it this way, Lexus. And she'll tell you XYZ. And then when you still ain't agree, she said, Lexus, you wrong. You wrong, Lexus.
Yep.
Bulldog off the rip gonna tell you wrong.
Yep, she is gonna do that. Is this Lolo? Is this Gigi from Facebook?
Uh-huh. That is. Hey, Gigi.
Oh, hey Gigi. I've been following her since the beginning.
Yeah, that's Gigi. Gigi be having great lives.
Yep, Miss White. Back end accountability is what it's all about, and we do give that to each other. Like I said, now we don't always listen to what's being told to us, but it's not because it's not being told.
It's because we were caught up in the moment.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you just gotta be like, cause sometimes I ain't gonna lie, when I'd have been a went off, I gotta go back. And I even sometimes it don't even take somebody to tell me I'm wrong. I might after I done went spazzed all the way out on somebody, I come back in my room, I smoke my cigarette, I'll be watching TV. I'm like, dang, I ain't even have to go that hard. I ain't
Mm-hmm.
all that. Then I gotta call the person and be like, look, I ain't mean to say all that I said. Well, no, I meant what I said. It's just my delivery and what I said. You know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
Yep.
so, as long as we know how to take sometimes we can take accountability by ourselves, and sometimes we have to have somebody show us our errors and our ways. That's just all to it.
Yep.
And the person has to be receiving, they have to be able to receive that criticism too.
I was gonna say some people cannot receive criticism. They will
Hmm.
think that you are hating on them. But I'm the type I would give constructive criticism, and if I see you doing something wrong, I'm gonna say, hey, I'm not gonna say it in front of everybody, but I'll like pull you to the side and say you shouldn't have done that, or I think you're wrong. It's a way to tell a person so that they'll receive it. But if they feel like you're in the midst of like, just say it's all of us, and they feel like I'm in the midst of trying to chastise them in front of everybody, they're not gonna receive that.
They're
Their
not,
guard is gonna be up.
and this is the thing. What adult in their right mind is gonna want to be chastised in front of people that they don't know?
Nobody.
That's my point exactly. So why in the world do people feel like people should be um been whatever should have to take a what I'm saying, should be talked to for everybody in the comments and the chats and because it's a bunch of bushwashers, be waiting
It
for.
is, and they
So
do.
why
They
in the world
do.
would we want why would we chastise them in front of everybody like that? That's not the way. it's supposed to be done. We never supposed to bring something like that to the front end. We talk to that person on the back end, and whatever they do with it, that's their choice. If they want to come out on their platform or on their channel and address it and get and let them know that I take accountability. I apologize. I shouldn't have said this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying? That's their choice. But it's never up to us. It's never our right to do that in front of everybody because we don't know
Exactly.
who will receive it at that point.
Yeah, that's true. That is so true. Is Dree still in here?
I don't know because I know she is at work today.
Oh, okay. I can't. What am? She's still in here.
She was in here. I don't know where she at right now. She
I
probably
seen her.
know. Y'all know how we do. Sometimes we'll be in the bushes just listening and stuff.
Yeah, I do. I would like. I'm in your bushes. A
Yeah.
lot of like I be in a lot of bushes. I don't like. Depending on the chat, if it's hostile, I ain't got nothing to say in there. But
Oh
like
yeah.
I said,
I'll chat. Sometimes you gotta just stay in the bushes. You
yeah,
gotta stay in the bushes.
yeah, got to stay in the bushes.
Hey Gigi Edwards.
When I tell you them people be windmilling,
Baby hard. I be like, I don't ever think it's that serious. But you never
exactly.
it's to someone. What's not serious to me may be like a death sentence to them. You get what I'm saying? So,
Hmm.
you know, and we have to
Yeah.
realize everybody's feelings and stuff is valid. Never push people's feelings to the side or be dismissive to someone's feelings just because it's not you per se.
I know what you mean. No toothaches ain't nothing to play with. You have to stay busy to keep from going crazy.
Yep.
I think I have what's this new virus? I'm going to urgent care tomorrow.
What
Norovirus,
what new virus?
norovirus.
Another part of COVID.
It's not really like COVID. It's where I forgot what they calling it, the loose bowel virus.
Mm-hmm.
It cramps your stomach up really bad. You have a headache, and then you have a headache, and then you have the runs.
Oh.
Yeah. But I the headache, the throat, oh, and the sore throat is what is making me gonna go to the doctor because my throat feels raw. It's worse than giving birth to a child. It is. It is. I had a real bad one. I sent Boo Love the picture of how my face had swollen up, and she keep threatening me with it.
Mm.
I
Well,
think
I'm glad I've never. I don't know what a toothache feel like.
she says the stomach flu,
Oh.
and that's what it feel like.
Now I thought this man already got a. This must be. Oh. It's already another. It's already 8 o'clock. I didn't know that. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
I already see this episode on the show, but I guess so.
Okay. So I'm gonna get ready to get off Lexi because I know other people probably want to go live.
Okay, we definitely. Well, I enjoyed you. Enjoyed the chat. See y'all later.
I'm gonna go tomorrow though. I want to do a little bit more laughing. It's gonna be a fun one where it's not gonna be as serious. I just want people to get back to why they started their channel and stop all this arguing and stuff. But tomorrow is gonna be a little bit lighter.
Okay.
Um, yeah. And what else? What else? Pretty Green Eyes, thank you for the membership. Sharon Jones, thank you for the super chat. Amber, thank you for the super chat. Ronithia, thank you for the super sticker. And Brittany, thank you for the super chat. And Miss White, as always, thank you for the super chat. I love y'all and thank y'all for stopping in my live, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Good night.